about hope and faith and believing in yourself and in the future. Do you believe in our future, and what are your hopes for humanity?
I think I feel very hopeful when I see young kids speaking up about what matters to them and saying that they're going to fight for their rights and that they are disappointed that the grown-ups haven't handled things correctly and that they're going to take, initiative to change the world. I think it's really inspiring.
Every time I think about how divided things are, I think about how divided they were. And how we have, in spite of what it looks like, come a long way in our country, in our culture. And that evolution is never in a straight line. That you make great progress, and sometimes you take 2 steps back, and sometimes you take 10. But you continually are moving forward. And so this idea that things, if you make progress, you have to continue to make the same amount of progress by the same degrees, that just isn't true. It has never been true in any part of our history. So I try to look at the whole picture and understand that human beings are flawed, because that is the nature of what it means to be on the planet Earth. But I am hopeful that within each of us lives this dream, this mystical idea that was planted from the seeds of where we've come from, that hope lives. And because it does, we continue to move forward with something that says we all want to live, we all want to survive, we all want to be able to get along here on this planet. So I feel hopeful about that.
I also say that even in the darkest times, it seems to me, and maybe I'm wrong, that bravery is almost always rewarded. Whether you are an openly gay skater in the Olympics, and that's never been done before, or you are a child speaking out against gun violence when you feel adults have let you down, or you're a woman coming forward about sexual harassment in a time when years and years have gone by and everyone has been silenced. And I have noticed in 3 months that I've seen instances in each of these cases where bravery has been rewarded. And you wouldn't necessarily think that, no. But that's the case.
If you could create your own perfect world, what would it look like?
I would let Ava DuVernay, I would like to see it through her eyes. I would consult her, because she seems to have, in the films that she makes and the way she talks about the kind of movies she wants to make, that is what I want to see. Both in terms of their sheer beauty. I mean, like, Ava gets a lot of credit and attention for making a very inclusive cast, but I think that this movie is also a big science fiction action movie. And when we saw that, we saw it at Oprah's house. We had the pleasure of going up to her house and see it. Just think, the scope of this is just incredible. And so I want Ava to paint that for me.
My own perfect world would be a world where people understood that they come from something bigger, that there's a source greater, there's a power beyond themselves, and that we all are just wearing some little human suits, and that underneath we're all the same. That would be the perfect world, and I think that world exists someplace. It's just not on Earth.
That's beautiful.
I love you guys.